1377, 11 o'clock, night. I want to kill him. 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 1:27:77, 4 o'clock morning. Volty just came into my room a few minutes ago. I had laid still in my bed, as always, and he came to where I lay and sat on the edge of my bed, legs crossed. He was still fully dressed, as he had probably recently came home, but I hardly notice things nowadays. He took a breath and brushed the hair around my ears. I didn't feel a threatening presence from him. No ill will, from what I could tell.
Where has my little Heidi gone?
He asked a very gentle and low voice. It was unlike him. He never handled me so delicately.
I no longer have a daughter who yells, starts fights, recoils from touch of anyone and everyone, talks, feels, begs, eats, sleeps. She doesn't even exist anymore. She's just there, occasionally crying, breathing of course, and sometimes with her nose in her journal. Though I imagine it's hard to pick it up and write.
I still remained unturned. I continued to be still. He was still petting my hair when he suddenly asked,
Are you all right?
Honestly, is he fucking asking me that right now? Where is Heidi? She's fucking dead! You have killed Heidi. This body's only moving because it's haunted by her ghost.
At least those were the thoughts that crossed my mind when that happened. I am dead after all. I feel no fear, no pain anymore. Well, all I feel is pain, so it's almost like I don't feel it.
You can't say I'm not trying right now.
Why was he even trying? To make up for the poppycock, so he can get his plaything back, and like his half-assed attempt at being a father could actually mend anything. He wants to try let me be of Kyle, but that's never going to happen. After that beating it took, no way Kyle would or could want me back. He suddenly uncrossed his legs and shifted position, moving closer to me and sliding himself further onto my bed.
Would you like
He patted his lap.
to lay across my lap as you once did as a little girl?
I was at a loss. Didn't know what to make of this bizarre situation. He very strangely didn't sound sexual. It was unreal. It suddenly brought me back to a time I wasn't afraid of him. He may have not liked children, but he wasn't particularly cruel or horrible to them. Back to the time before he ever laid a hand on me. But Mama was too fucking drunk to notice me. So when I cried, I ran to a maid, or if he was near, him. And I hate to admit it, but it sounded so enticing. I wanted it. I wanted to cry like a little girl again to her father, like a normal little girl would do. I wanted that normal. Against my common sense, I managed to lift my full body from my pillow and slide my head onto his lap. My arms sprawled over him as I cried, and cried, and cried. He continued to pet my head. Because of how I knew him, I figured he was doing this for some sick, sadistic pleasure. But he still didn't give off that feel for whatever reason. I didn't trust it, but I couldn't help myself. He eventually left after I stopped. I don't recall him saying much. I can hardly recall if what he said was in English, French, or German.